Actor and comedian Chris Rock took to the stage and broke his silence for the first time since being slapped by Will Smith at the Oscars. Rock performed a stand-up show in Boston in front of...
Gail, in fact, not only were they glad to see him, but they let Chris Rock know that he is loved and supported. It almost, you got the sense that he needed this at a moment where he experienced probably one of the most humiliating moments in television history.
It was an emotional Chris Rock after receiving an almost 2-minute standing ovation when he took the stage in Boston last night, briefly addressing for the first time being slapped by Will Smith.
How was your weekend?
When the applause settled, Rock said now is not the time to speak out, but hinted that he will eventually.
I'm still kind of processing what happened. So at some point I'll talk about it, and it'll be serious, it'll be funny.
What did you think of the show?
I thought it was awesome.
After the Oscars, demand for tickets to Rock's show skyrocketed. But for fans like Stephanie Brown and several of the more than 1,000 in attendance, she held on to hers to support Rock.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
He's a comedian. This is what they do. And I've seen worse things said at the Oscars.
Will Smith's future with the Academy is now in question. In a statement released Wednesday, the Academy said it was deciding how to discipline Smith for violations of the Academy standards of conduct, including inappropriate physical contact, abusive or threatening behavior, and compromising the integrity of the Academy. Also adding that following the incident, Smith was asked to leave the ceremony and refused.
Now, we're told that the Academy is considering suspension, possibly expulsion, and other sanctions. Chris Rock has 4 more shows left, and I'm hearing from our executive producer she wants me to go to all of them just to make sure that I don't miss anything. Gail? She didn't really say that, but it was great to see Chris Rock. You know,
come to all of us, Jericka. Come to all of us, because I'm wondering, listen, people were so excited, and I think you're right. I think he really needed to feel the love. What was the vibe like in the room before he even walked out on the stage? And did the show go well?
Well,
yeah.
So I was coming from another story in D.C., so I rushed to get here in Boston, and I kid you not, I was running up the steps because my ticket was in the balcony because I didn't have plans to be here, and I'm hearing the cheers, and I open the door, and he's just looking at the crowd, and he's kind of shaking his head, and as you just heard in that piece, it lasted for a good 2 minutes or so. The first words out of his mouth were, wow. You know, just wow. So you could feel that energy. And again, I think it was so needed at this time. Could you imagine suffering something like that and there is no show or there is no place to sort of put that energy or put your focus? So I think it was important, and timing is everything, that he was able to do that. So I look forward to hearing about what he has to say, though, about the incident later.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't make light of it. I'm glad he didn't try to.
But he did say he will at some point.
Well, I think he's going to talk about it in a very
serious and funny,
because that's what he does. I'll be curious to see what Ellen has to say later today too.
Yes.
On not Ellen, Wanda. What Wanda has to say on Ellen's show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say.
Look, Gail, you did that interview with Chris Rock about a year ago, so I'm looking forward to seeing you sit down with him again.
Speaking of timing, I got to go, Jericka. Thank you very much.
The request is in.